good morning, everybody all over the world. How we doing out there? Let me see something in the chats of where you're from. Let me see where you're from. I want to make sure, okay, there we go. Everybody can hear me now. Chicago, we got the UK, Cancun, Paris, Malaysia, Montreal. Man, it's going so fast right now. I can't even keep up with where everybody is. But anyway, you guys are absolutely rock. I see New York, I see Omaha, I see Augusta, Georgia, New York, Texas, Sacramento, Jamaica. Yeah, man. Jamaica is absolutely rocking right now. The Netherlands is in the house. Orlando, Houston is in the house. H-Town is representing right now. St. Lucia, Germany is in the house. Awesome. Tennessee, Paris, Spain, France, New Zealand again. Zambia is in the house. Italy is in the house. Wow, Mexico, living in Panama is in the house. People from all over the place. Let me see on Facebook, the DMV is in the house. I've got Dallas, Texas in the house. Modesto, California is in the house this morning. Let me get a little bit more light here if you guys don't mind. 1 second here. Let me get just a little bit more light here. Man, I tell you, it is, you guys are, I really probably don't need any light. You guys are lighting up that chat like crazy. And here we go. More light here. There we go. There we go. Brighten this thing up a little bit. There we go. There we go. I got a bright and sunny day. Good morning, everybody. I am HB. I'm your CEO of Ibüümerang. Want to welcome everybody to this morning call. Normally at this time at 8 o'clock in the morning, we will be doing our regular morning inspirational call. And I've got to tell you, I really expect this morning, the morning inspiration call, to be just as packed as it is right now. I know and I'm speaking a little slow as well because we've got multiple different translations on different Zoom platforms that's going on. And so I'll be speaking a little slow so that those people can really get the essence of what we're going to be discussing this morning as I get my setup together here. Want to say again, congratulations to everyone who's on this call for an incredible job last month, the month of April. We did an amazing job last month in the month of April. And this month is going to be just as big. I can tell you this. Here's what the goal is. What our goal is, and here's what I want you to do today, because I'm not going to allow you to miss out on your morning inspiration. I was just sitting here thinking, you know, maybe I think I've inspired 1 or 2 people in my life, so maybe I can do a little inspiration. I was waking up and you know, getting all my makeup and stuff to come on camera. I used my eye cream this morning, and I used my eye drops and brushed my eyebrows and brushed my hair, my beard, and all dressed up and got a lot of places to go up here. And I thought, well, they're used to getting some inspiration. I'll give them a little bit of inspiration. So today I will. I was just thinking, you know, a couple things that I wanted to share with you. What does it mean to me right now in the month of May, coming off the month of April, especially with what we're about to do in this month and how we're going to set up the remainder portion of this year. Well, I was sitting there thinking, and I thought, you know, I am a person who I don't like structure just enforced upon me. And what do I mean by that? You know, I know some people that grow up and everything are by rules. You know, everything is always by a certain set of rules that we always have. And I am a stickler and I'm big on rules. But I don't like structure enforced on me. I never forget speaking on stage one day and they have these, you know, when you're on stage, you got the lights, and what they do on stage, you know, our team, they're incredible. Eric Johnson, who's running this, running the media portion now, you know, he'll put this tape down that says, "Don't walk past here." and don't walk past here. And the reason being is so that the lights will actually hit you at the right place so you can show up, because if you walk too far into the light, no one can see you specifically on the camera. But that's just my personality. I'm like, nobody keeps HB in the box. And I was on stage and I was feeling some kind of way just because they boxed me in. And guess what I did? I stepped out of the box anyway, right? And made a big joke about it. And I did my entire training out of the box and went into the audience. And I know Eric was in the back like, oh, he's killing my video quality. Well, I normally take that approach with quite a few things, and it works for me. It works for me. I'm known for being spontaneous, very spontaneous with things. And so today you're going to have some spontaneity that's more than likely going to come out on this call, but it's going to benefit you. One of the spontaneous things that I have in my mind right now is I don't want the month to end. And so I said, who made these rules that a month ends in 30 days or 31 days? Somebody made these rules. Right? Well, when you're the CEO, you make your own rules. And each one of you, you are the CEO of your own mind. Now, before you get all excited thinking, oh, I still have the month of May to add on to April for my goals, that's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is how you operate your mind and how you go through and how you work in the month of May. And so I'm thinking, and I told the team, I said, listen, why don't April and May, why don't we have a 60-day month mentally? A 60-day month instead of a 30-day month. Why? Because I know exactly what takes place with many of us. We're so conditioned to run the race, and as soon as we get to the finish line, or as soon as we cross the finish line, and you look at any runner, what is it that they do? When they get to the finish line, they stick their head through the finish line hoping for a win, and they tumble the last few steps. They're not in full speed because they felt that they gave it their all. You know why? It's because they conditioned their mind that that race was only 100 meters or 200 meters or the 400 meters. And so as soon as they finish their 400 meters of running in their mind, they're done. They're done. And I remember when I was playing football, and I remember my coach said, do you want to be a champion? And I remember when I was weightlifting and I was preparing to go to college to play football. And my coach would always tell me, he said, Holton, listen. He says, I'm going to show you a secret. He says, right now, you're not the strongest guy in the weight room. And I wasn't. I mean, I've always been, I've never been a skinny guy. And I've always had, just some nice, good strength. He says, but I'm going to show you how to beat everybody in the weight room. And I'm sitting there thinking, okay, coach, I don't know what you're going to do. Are you going to give me new muscles? Are you going to, I say, I'm not doing this steroid stuff in my mind, because that was a big issue back then. And I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, no, I'm hoping he's not talking about steroids or whatever. And he says, here's what I want you to do. He says, every time you work out and you work out with your friends, and your friends do sets, and when you're doing your bench press, or you're doing your squats, or when you're doing dumbbell curls, everybody is going to be working out in sets of 10. Here's what he said. He said, make 15 your 10, make 20 your 15. What do you mean, coach? He says, while everybody do 10, and they're going to be counting out, because most people don't count out until they get to 8, 9, 10. And he says, here's what I want you to do, and here's what your secret is. I'm going to show you how to outwork everybody. But it's not a competition. And he says, when you get to your reps, he says, go ahead and get your 10. Nobody's going to be counting. And in their mind, when you get to 11, and when you get to 12, and then you get to 13, at 13 is when you say 8, 9, 10. But you've actually done 15 reps. And he says every single set, he says, because he says what everybody else does is somebody has put in everybody's mind in that gym that 10 reps is a set, or 15 reps is a set. And when you get to 15, do 20. When the set calls for 15, you do 20, but in your mind, make sure you count it as 10. You count it as 15. Don't ever count it as 20. And what happens is you will create a new normal for yourself. And I remember getting in that weight room, and I remember lifting weights, and I remember utilizing what he had. And I remember the first time that he would tell me, he said, HB, he said, listen. And I get in that weight room, and I had goals. And what my goal was, I wanted to be Mr. Junior Olympian. Okay? I wanted to be Mr. Junior Olympian. Okay? And when I wanted to be Mr. Junior Olympian, it came with a sacrifice. It came with some work. Okay. Hold on one second. They're sending me messages here real quick. I'm just responding to my team here. One second, guys. Sorry about that. There we go. Okay. It came with sacrifices. It came with a lot of work. It came with that sweat. It came with that it came with a big price, with a big price tag. And I would, every day I would go to the gym, and I never forget, I'm under the barbells. And every time I would even get and count to 15 or in 10 in my mind, but I've done 15 reps. When I trained with my coach, here's what my coach always did. And remember, when I'm supposed to do 10, I do 15. And I do 15 reps. But on 15, my last number counting out would have been 10. And you know what my coach would say? That's all you got? Give me 2 more. Give me 2 more. And so instead of doing 15, I was doing 17. And because of that process, I was able to create my own new norm. And I went from where I was to, the best weightlifter in the class, the strongest guy, not even the biggest guy, but the strongest person when it came to squats on the entire football team. And I never forget being able to recondition my mind of how I was going to work out. And I entered my first bodybuilding contest. And when I entered my first bodybuilding contest, you know what, I'm going to tell Mark, if you could, Mark, pull up that photo. Just go to my Instagram, and it's one of the first photos early on. Pull that photo up if you can access that photo from my Instagram. Just go to one of my first 50 posts, and you'll see the photo. And I want Mark to show you that. I'll show you that because that was an example of hard work. I want to give it to you real and show you that you can recondition your mind to become a champion. You can recondition your mind to do anything it is that you want. And the photo that Mark is going to show you was, I was 16 years old. 16 years old, and I never forget. Here's what happened. I was walking down the hallway at the age of 15. And I was in junior high school, and I never forget, they gave recognition to a gentleman who was 14 years old, who had just won Mr. Junior Olympian. And I'm thinking, I'm looking for this huge bodybuilder, because I didn't understand anything about junior Olympian. I'm looking for this huge guy, and then I saw the guy. They had announced him, congratulations, in the entire school. And you know how we all want recognition. We all want recognition. And I'm like, who's this guy who's a bodybuilder around here? Now, remember, at this time, I'm in the eighth grade, 8th or 9th grade. And then I ended up seeing the guy at lunch. And I saw the guy at lunch, and yeah, he was. I mean, he wasn't this huge, Lou Ferrigno type guy or Arnold Schwarzenegger, but he was in the 8th grade. He was 15 years old, but he was nice fit. And I'm saying, this guy is the winner? This guy won Mr. Junior Olympia? And I'm like, okay, he won? This guy here? And I never forget, after I saw him, after I saw that guy, I knew what I was going to do. I knew I was going to go into the gym. I knew that I could actually become Mr. Olympia. And what I did, ladies and gentlemen, at the age of 15, I went out and I start throwing newspapers so I can get a paper route. Well, I put that photo back up real quick. I start throwing newspapers. Why did I start throwing newspapers? I started throwing newspapers so I can afford a gym membership. I start working at my dad's store overtime. As soon as I got out of football practice or school, I'd go to my dad's store and I'd work at my dad's store overtime. And then on the weekends, I would throw the Florida Sentinel. Why? Because I would make me a little extra money just so I could have a gym membership. Because when I saw that guy, he represented for me something that I knew that I could do. I didn't know if I could be him, but I knew that I could do what he had done in order to get the results. And I said, I'm not going to try to be him. I'm going to find out what he has done, and I'm going to duplicate that result. And I never forget, I went to him and I said, man, congratulations. What is it that you do? How did you win this contest? And he shared with me, he says, well, I got me a gym membership. And I start working around other bodybuilders. And he says, they start coaching me and teaching me and training me. And what I did is I said, that's it. He gave me the formula. I'm going to find me a mentor. He gave me the secret. He said he found a mentor. He found someone who's going to teach him. He was my inspiration. He was my Martha Ermias. What did she do? That's what she did. This guy here became my Abel. This guy here became my Gary and Heidi Cowan. This guy here became my Astor. This guy here became my Fabrizio. This guy here became my Johnny Wimbrey. This guy here became my Edwin Haynes. Became my Jose Luis. Became my Cesar Munoz. Became my Peter Hurst. Whatever of these diamonds that we're talking about here, this guy became my Jordy and Lydia. And I said, what did you do? And I never forget, all of my friends were at lunch playing around. I was inspired because it was the recognition. I heard them announce him in the entire school. And I didn't see anything else but they're going to call my name one day. They're going to call my name one day. And when I said they were going to call my name one day, I meant it. And I went to that guy. I talked to that guy one time. What did you do? Oh, I got me a gym membership. Where are you working out? Gold's Gym. And guess what? I went to a gym called Frank Calta's in Tampa, Florida. Some of you know where Calta's is on Bush Boulevard. And I said, hey, listen, I want to be a bodybuilder. And because when you go to the gym, they ask you, what do you want? I want to win a bodybuilding contest. And I never forget, they're looking at me like, you sure? And I'm like, in my mind, yes. How much is the gym membership? And I never forget, I went to the gym the very first time and I was so disappointed because I didn't have enough money. My mom didn't have enough money. My mom was working multiple jobs. And here I was disappointed. Okay? I was disappointed. And I wish I could show you the weights that I actually made on my own, because I want to share this story. I told you I'm pretty spontaneous. I'm gonna see if I have this here. I'm gonna send this to Mark. I want you to see the weights when I didn't have a membership, what I did on my own. Because I didn't say, well, you know what, they denied me at the gym. I'm gonna see if I have this photo. I'm gonna send it to Mark real quick, if I have him. And what I did is I went home, and what I did is I started working out, and I made my own weights at first. I don't have them in here, but one day I'll show them to you. I told you I'm spontaneous. I'm just coming up with this thought process right now. But I had my own weights, and I created my own weights, and I never forget, I would create my own weights, and I would start lifting weights, and then I found some old cement weights. And I start lifting these cement weights, and I get in front of the mirror, and I would just drench my body. Okay, I drenched my body because we couldn't afford baby oil. I drenched my body with Crisco, cooking oil. And I pose and I take pictures in front of the mirror saying, one day I'm gonna be a bodybuilding champion. One day. And I lift weights and I do push-ups. I lift weights and I do push-ups until I saved up enough money and I went to the gym. And I got me a gym membership. And I never forget, over that summer, when I saved up enough money and I got my gym membership. See, when I got my membership, here's what I did. I used it. There was nobody who used a membership more than I did. Nobody. If my gym membership, if it was $25 a month at that time, it didn't cost me $25 a month. Why? Because I was in there as much as I could every single day, which meant that it cost me less than $1 a day. See, the reason that $99 a month becomes an expense to some people is because they don't use it. Anything, any amount that you pay when you don't use something is expensive. But my $25, my $25 a month gym membership and my $50 initiation fee, I didn't have the $50 to get started. But I went in there, ladies and gentlemen, and I start working out, and I start working out, and I start working out. And I start working out, and I start working out. And I start dieting, and I start doing everything that I was supposed to do. And here's what I noticed. My friends became different friends. I was associating with people who was going where I wanted to go. And I became so tunnel vision. When I became tunnel vision, and I started working out, and that was considered heavyweight back then. I was 16 years old on that picture. And when I started working out and training, I was 192 pounds at 16. 192 pounds. And when I got in condition to start competing, the guy says, you're gonna have to lose weight. I didn't know anything about dieting. I went from 192 pounds to 100, on this photo here, I was 167 pounds. And I went from there to 167 pounds. And I did that in 6 weeks. I had a gut, and people looked and like, this dude is not gonna go and, look at, you don't have any abs. And I went and asked my trainer, you tell me what to do, I'll do it. And because he said, do 5 more than what you're supposed to do, when I was supposed to do 50 sit-ups, I did 75 sit-ups. And if you see the guys right behind me, the guy on the left of me was the guy who was laughing, thinking, there's no way in the world you're gonna lose enough weight so your muscles will be defined. But the reason that I'm standing in front right there is when they called me as first place in the bodybuilding contest. I was 16 years old on this photo. and they called me at first place, and I went up and accepted my first place trophy. Why? Because I created separate conditions in my head, and I didn't use what was reality. See, the guys in the back, when they said 10, they meant 10. When I said 10, I meant 15. What does that mean? That means that you can condition yourself to do more. Some of us right now have kind of crossed the finish line. You know what I'm going to do as your coach? I'm going to ask you, give me 30 more. You gave me 30 days last month. You gave your family 30 days of running last month. I'm going to say, give me 30 more. I'm going to say, give me 30 more. I'm going to say, act like the month of April is still in. This May stuff, I don't know what May is. The world changes. I didn't ask Corona to come and visit. She came anyway and messed things up. You change your whole mind around it. Forget about May. Let's skip May this month here, and then let's just go the next 30 days and we'll go into June. And put your running shoes back on. Some of you, I know you've got your tongue hanging out right now because you ran as fast as you can. But let me ask you a question. What happened to you? Nothing. Your chest didn't burst out of your cavity, out of its cavity. Nothing happened to you. It's just a little hard work. Refuel, do whatever you got to do. Get you some water, get you some juice, lace those shoes back up, and understand, you know what? It's time for the second lap to be run. Let's go ahead and run that second lap. Let's go ahead and position yourself, because what happens now is you are able to position yourself for flight. You are able to position yourself right now, and what you do now can position you, and I'm being candid, it really has the potential to set you up for a lifetime. It does. Why? I'm not talking about just the volume. It's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a habit. I'm talking about a habit. I'm talking about being able to establish a pattern of excellence. I'm talking about, the whole world of network marketing, they operate in 30 days. I don't do that. If you look at the calendar, the flight plan calendar, it's 18 months. Why? I don't go by a calendar year. I'm not going to conform my mind to what the world sees as normal. That was somebody else who told somebody else, this is what's going to be normal. In my mind, it takes 18 months to establish what I need to establish, not 12. 18 months is how I work it, not 12. 18 months is a year for me. 18 months. You can do the exact same thing. Establish a habit, establish a pattern. And see, how you do anything is how you do everything. I know some people think, well, maybe some of these guys get lucky because they got in early. No, I was conditioned for this. I started early. I started I started then. At age 14, I saw that guy at 14 years old. 15, I got me a membership. Next thing you know, I go to high school the following year. They have a bodybuilding contest for the entire state of Florida. Won my school competition. First place in the entire school. Why? Because I started early. Reconditioned my mind. I was running track. I was playing football. I had a part-time job where I was working 30 hours a week, and I still found time to work out twice a day. I would wake up in the morning at 6 o'clock and I would go to the gym. And when I get off of football practice, after we worked out at football practice, I'd go to the gym again. Why? When I got home, I'd go to the gym and get me another 2-hour workout in. Why? Because it's what I figured I had to do. I never had this mindset of, I've done enough. People sometimes look at me and says, just take a break. I'm not conditioned that way. I'm not conditioned I'm not conditioned to do what's normal for everyone else and then conform who I am and what I want based off of what everybody else wants. But you're the same way. You can spread your wings and you can make a decision that you're going to train your mind to expand, to do just a little bit more, to do just a little bit more. And so I'm going to ask you right now, okay, about doing a little bit more. Are you ready to do a little bit more? Are you ready to do and run one more lap? Okay. And I want to see it in the chats. If you're with me and if you're ready to run one more lap with me, let's do it. Okay? Let's do it. But here's one of the things that I learned. I learned that my coach wasn't always going to be present. And what I learned is when I got home, see, my coach wasn't there when I got home. And once I left the gym, and when I left the gym and I got home, you know what? I realized there was nobody there watching me. And so it was easy for me to break away and eat the garbage food, but I chose not to. See, it was easy for me to go home and just sit down and watch the boob tube, but I didn't. And after I worked out twice a day at the gym, you know what I do? I come home and if I did watch sports, every time there was a commercial, I'd get on the ground and I'd do 50 push-ups. And every time there was a commercial, I'd get on the ground during the commercial and I'd do sit-ups throughout the commercial. Why? I didn't have an eternal amount of time to develop that result that you saw. And it's the same thing with your goals. See, I'm not going to be there in your house 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, but you should be on this call tomorrow. You should start your morning with inspiration every single day. And what better place to start it with than the family of people that you're running with? I'm not going to tell you all the calls that you have to be on every single call because you got to be working the business. But 8 o'clock a.m. Central Standard Time, 8 a.m., you got to be on the inspirational call. Well, it's early in California. If you had a job and they said you need to be here at 5 in the morning, you go. This is not for Ibüümerang. This is for you. The inspiration call is not about Ibüümerang. The inspirational call is not about going how to go diamond and tips and tricks. No, it's about you. It's their stories. Listen, I listen to that call every morning and I learn from every single speaker that's on that call. Every single speaker I learn from. It's the way to get my morning started. I can tell you this, if I was able to do a study and I'd have 100 people that didn't listen to the call and you give me another group of 100 who listened to the call and they did it for 90 days straight, and this other group, they started their day the way that they normally do with whatever CNN, television, Fox, whatever it is, and you give me a group who starts with the morning inspiration call, I would put all that I have on who is going to be more successful in life, and it's going to be the group who starts their day with positive reinforcement, because it allows you to change your mind, because how you do anything is how you do everything. I'm not going to be there for you when it's time to prospect. I'm not always going to be there sitting right next to you saying, pick up the phone, call that person, send that person an I-Decide, invite that person to the call. I'm not going to be there every time. You know that courage you have when we get to Vision in August and thousands of people, everybody's can't wait to get out, and I am just speaking. Conditions are going to be great for us to be able to gather, and it's going to be, I know it's going to sell out just like that when we do it. But you know that courage that you have when you're sitting there and you're looking at all these people, you know, you feel invincible. You feel like you can talk to anybody. You feel and you know you're going diamond. I want you to develop that courage when you're sitting in your room all alone. When there's nobody around, the lights are out, televisions are off, radios are down. You can hear a whisper and there's nobody there but you and you. I want you to have that same, condition yourself to have that same confidence when it's just you. Total darkness. Just you and you having that moment. You don't need an army to have courage, but it does take courage to create an army. Let's go out and create your army. I've got some announcements that I want to share with you today. If you guys are ready for some announcements, I want to know in the chats, are you ready for some announcements? Let me know if you're ready for some announcements. I need to know. Let's see here. Are we ready? Facebook, are you ready? Let's see if we're ready for some announcements. You know, last night's call was on fire last night. You know, Johnny Wimbrey did that call last night, and I can tell you, it was lit. It was an absolutely incredible presentation. We had several thousand people on the line on Facebook. I know we had over 1,500 on Facebook. We had over 1,500 on the English Zoom. We had the Spanish Zoom that was completely maxed out. And I know we had other Zooms in other languages as well. And so it was thousands of people that were on last night. We finished the month. We skyrocketed last month. And I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, you know what? The month in my mind is still here right now. And we're just running round 2. And so this month here, we've got an incredible lineup for you. What we've done as a team, as a company, and I want to make sure that I congratulate everybody who's a part of our Ibüümerang family that we have, and you know, from a corporate standpoint, because this is not just HB, okay? It's not just HB, it's not just EB. This is an entire team of people who go to work every day, and they have been completely dedicated to your success. Completely dedicated to your success. And I want to call out some names of people that I have, and I'm hoping that I have not missed anyone that we have here, but our VP of Operations, T. Gray, Mark Kithcart, our VP of Marketing, Melissa Jones, our Director of Legal and Compliance, actually of TSA or Ambassador Advocacy, Mr. Scott Bachland himself, VP of Vibe Rides, Mr. Frederick Brim, our incredible Director of Customer Amazement, Tunde Brinson, our Procurement Manager, VP for Boom Gear. Guys, give Tunde a big shout out over there. He keeps all of us looking good, right? He keeps us looking good. Our Business Development Director, Angela Oliveto, Demi Welling, who has been instrumental in keeping all of our administration and office and she just does it all, goes all over the place. Anna Urichev, my executive assistant, who reaches out and touches everyone. She's like an octopus, right? She's got all of these tentacles and these hands, and she's over in Croatia, but she makes you feel like she's right there in your city, right next to you, because they never sleep. Kitsia Garcia, who's been our social media manager, who's been managing all of our social media. Yasmina Saleh, who's also one of our interns who stepped up as a major superstar, who's been doing a phenomenal job. Rocio Jackson, who is also, you had a chance to meet her, and Marie White, you had a chance to meet them over and Accelerate. They came across, and they're part of our customer amazement team as well. Ophelia Palencia, who's a part of the advocacy team. Patsy Madden, who's a part of our advocacy team. Tracy Mann, who's over in Australia, who's been with us since day one. Tracy, is a part of our customer amazement team. She operates in what we call the European hours, who've just done a phenomenal job. Sheridan Williams, who's a part of the procurement team. Bryant Johnson, who's kind of the go-to guy. He gets everything done. That's my brother. He's around. He don't really work for us. I'm saying it like this. I told him, you don't have a job. Why? Because he's always on the job interview. You got to keep him interviewing. Okay, if you give him a job, he's gonna mess it up. So he doesn't have a job. He's on a 6-month interview to see if he's gonna be able to keep it, right? But you know how it is when you hire family, right? That's him over there now. But anyway, and you know, and there's a host of other people that we have. Eric Johnson, who's been operating our calls, our entire team from Vision 99, who's been absolutely phenomenal and incredible throughout this entire time that we have. And if I have missed any names, I completely apologize. But I believe I've covered some of our people, but also our team that we've had there in Dallas, of our customer amazement team that we've had from the entire Dallas office that's there, have been absolutely amazing. You know, I know it's not corporate, but Peter Hirsch, who is our chief giving officer, Lori Spear, obviously, guys, who is just absolutely phenomenal, who is our director of travel, David Manning, our CEO of Extreme Travel, and a whole host of that team that we have there that has come together to support each and every one of you. And so, guys, we have to give it up to those guys, because if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have as much success as we're having right now. And I'm just really, really excited about what the future holds for everyone here coming up here. So let's talk about a little bit of promotions of what we want to do. Now, I'm going to keep things real simple. I've got something at the end that's not going to be the same. All right. If you saw the promotion for the banner. They put something out there that says doubling down. Also, yes, I just got a text. Wave Pop. Okay. How could I forget my own son, right? Trey Buggs, Lana Wave. Well, I can't call him Trey. I have to call him Gray Waves. Okay, it's Gray Waves, Lana Wave, Wave Pop, Ziggy, George. Those guys have just been working around the clock as well. I know I'm going to miss somebody else. CR, you know who you are, CR. You and that new family that you have out there, congratulations. Thank you. We wouldn't be what we are with all the event planning and things of that nature without you as well. And I'm sure I'm going to get some more text messages of some people that I've forgotten. Robert Sacco, Bitjar Labs that we have, who have been working incredibly, doing amazing stuff in the background with our technology. DJ, Josh, Zenergy Labs, I mean, that entire team as well. And I know when I start calling names, I'm going to get messages. Let me just check my messages real quick here, because somebody's going to tell me I have forgotten somebody. But I think so far I have covered the majority of them. Didn't get any text messages or any hate mail yet. But anyway, but I just want to say thank you, guys. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts of your support and what you've done. And I want to share something as well. We're going to be putting some things together for our entire corporate team. We really appreciate each and every one of you for what you've done. And if I left out, it's not corporate, but our amazing GMA, Edwin Haynes, guys, here's what I have to tell you. This wouldn't happen if it wasn't, this wouldn't happen the way it's happening if it wasn't for your GMA. You're talking about somebody who deserves the spotlight in every aspect, but will quickly move and step to the side to make sure somebody else shines. I don't see as bright of a company without your GMA. And so, guys, whenever you see him, I want you guys to light this chat up for your GMA, Mr. Edwin Haynes. Light it up, because I'm watching him. I'm watching him I'm talking about your GMA, and I'm watching him make a phone call to this person. And yesterday he says, you know, there was a lady on the call. She just got started. She sponsored 2. And I just want to call her and congratulate her. And it made the difference in the world. She only sponsored 2 people. Now, is he doing it for everyone? No, but wherever he can, if he's involved, he's going to make sure he shines that light and brighten up somebody's day. That's who you have as your GMA. Don't take that for granted. Don't take it for granted. All of the diamonds that we have, and our blue diamonds and our emeralds and rubies and our sapphires, all of you guys, every one of you, our senior directors, executive directors, you guys, it's your company, as we told you. My job and role is to be the steward of the company, and that's what it is. I'm responsible. That's it. I am responsible as well. And so I have to just, say hats off to you and the spouses for all of our people who are working as well. I want to say hats off to you, because maybe you're not working directly, but you give so much because of the time that your spouse may be taking away from family time, giving to the business, because this is not a 9 to 5 for our corporate team. It's not. It is a, it's all the time. My wife, I have to thank you so much. I know you're on the call right now. Thank you so much right now. I mean, because of, it's coming in late. It's not being able to be available. It's, let me call you right back. I'm on a conference call. And it's always support that's there. And so thank you so much. I appreciate you. And that's to all of our supporting cast that we have as well. And so those of you who are ambassadors, make sure you thank your spouse or whoever your teammate is. Thank you. Thank them so much. And let's see here. I'm getting messages now. Okay. Well, anyway, thank everybody. What about this? Thank everybody. Okay. Thank everybody. All right. I'll do my Oprah. Thank you. Thank everybody. Okay. So that way everybody is included in all of my thanks, because I know I'm going to keep forgetting people. But let's get into some stuff right now. I'm ready to rock and roll. I'm ready to get off this call. We've got people that we need to go talk to, people that we've got to go and sponsor, people we got to put on these calls. You guys know we have a huge lineup with Boom TV, and we have it now with multiple different languages that we have. We start off early in the morning with our Boom Fit at 7 a.m. Congratulations to all of you who have been out there with Boom Fit. We've got something coming up for you as well. We're going to be putting together a Boom Fit promo as well, a Boom Fit promo for you, some kind of content, and we're going to be putting that together, and we'll let you know about that this coming week. And so congratulations to you. Thank you guys for all of the tips, the $2 tip jars for those of you. And we've got people who tip daily. After every workout, we see a $2 tip that comes into the Cash App. It's Cash App at $ Ibüümerang. And that all of those tips go to our Boom Fit instructors. They've been keeping us in shape. And some of you have been looking, I've seen a big difference in you. Some of you have really been consistent with it. And so congratulations with that as well. All righty, we are ready to roll. So let's talk a little bit about what we're going to do this month. Don't get bored with the beginning. You probably heard some of it before, but at the end, we're going to lower the boom on you. And and remember this, I want you to say with me, I'm going to say it in advance, but I want you to say this with me. At the very end, after I completely finish the last slide, I'm going to say something that they always do on television because I'm spontaneous. But wait, there's more, okay? And so when I say, but wait, there's more, you need to at least say, there's more with me, okay? But wait, there's more, all right? So amazing job of diamonds, blue diamonds, black diamonds, rubies, emeralds, sapphires, biggest month, biggest rank advancement month in the middle of our session here. So we're at the halfway point, and we've had so many people to already break pins. And what we want to do is we want you to go out there, do it again. Do it again. And we've set up, we already know how much volume we're going to do in the month of October, November, and December, okay? October, November, and December, we've already set it up already for the last quarter. I don't mind throwing it out there, but we'll do $60 million just in the last quarter. We've already positioned ourselves, guys. Remember, this is not a business of hope or a business of let's just see how much we do this month. You strategize your success. You strategize it, okay? So we've set everything up. Everything has been thought out, planned out, and we bring in new things every now and then, but we have a strategy. And so we're pushing, we'll do $60 million between October, November, and December, but there are some things that you do to ramp up to that. This is that ramp up moment. This is that moment that everybody always says, and this is what they'll say 10 years from now. I want you to know that. You're here right now. Those moments, you remember when people say, man, you know, like myself, I wish I could have said, I wish I was there when Martin Luther King did the March on Washington. But there were some people who were there. There were some people who were there. I wish, you know, I wish I was there, you know, when my favorite team won the Super Bowl, Dallas Cowboys. I'll be there this year. I wish I was there when the Rockets won their championship, but I wasn't there. I had the ability to do so. I wish I was there when Michael Jackson did his first concert after the Thriller album. I never had a chance to see him perform. I wish I was there. There's special moments. You know, and I can tell you that they're very special. I remember back in 2005 when Tiger Woods won the Masters. And many of you saw it, that chip up on the 16th green. When he chipped the ball and it came all the way up to the top, the fringe, and it rolled right back down. It got to the hole. It rolled a half revolution, showed the Nike sign, and went in, and they made a commercial. I'm one of the few people in the world who can say, I was right there, sitting right there, watching the ball go in. I was right there. That's a memory I'll always have forever. I wish I was there. See, most people have a plan to wish. You're here right now. And some people are going to say 10 years, I wish I was in Ibüümerang. I wish I was in Ibüümerang in 2020. When 2020 vision was laid out, I want you guys to understand what we've done. We came out in September, we showed you the vision. In December, we wanted you to dream about it. We took you to Dream Weekend. And in February, we said we're going to accelerate. All of this was planned. And now we're accelerating. We're accelerating. We're accelerating. Our next event is Go Diamond. I'm going to be letting you know about some stuff tomorrow. It's Go Diamond. Why? You accelerate. We're setting you up to go diamond. Okay? And then what we're going to do is do it all over again. In our final quarter, you're going to be in that mix where you can be in the final quarter of this year as opposed to where you are right now. I think you've seen that. I think you saw what Esther and Abel was. They were rubies last month. Diamonds with nearly 400,000 in volume from ruby volume. I think you've seen that. You've seen what Gary and Heidi done, where they were. They were emeralds. Psh, diamond. You saw where Jordy and Lydia was last month. Emerald. Trying every month. They've been setting this goal for diamond. Guys, they've been setting this goal for every month. And I sent them a message of encouragement. And here, boom. Yesterday, diamond. Got it done. You saw where Martha was. Okay. I don't know where she finished up last night, but I know it was over 900,000 in volume, probably close to $1 million. Well, obviously close to $1 million, right near $1 million in volume. organic, no networkers, new people, first-time network marketers. These people do not have network marketing experience. It's the power of belief. She changed her mind. You saw where Johnny Wimbrey went, where he was. Qualified blue diamond. If there was such a thing as double black diamond, well over 2 million, close to $3 million in sales. 1 month. Why? Consistency. When you do one thing and you do it right and you do it well and you're not all over the place doing this and doing that, doing this and doing this, when you're focused, that's what happens. So, focus factor. Let's talk about some of these promotions here. All right. Momentum with the Ibüümerang economic stimulus plan. You know, somebody called me, I think William sent me a screenshot of his back office. He said, man, look where I'm at, bro. And I'm like, William, that's the kind of text messages I want. I want those every single, when you send me a text message, send me news like that. And then he said, man, if I can get this one more time, man, if I can just get one more stimulus package. And I said, I think I just sent him something. I didn't indicate that we would or whatever it was. But anyway, William, you know what? You got your wish, economic stimulus plan coming back, but I don't do the same thing. That's boring. Last month, we put in up to $1 million, and I need to see that we go over that, but it ain't enough. It's not enough. So what we're doing is we're releasing up to $2 million in additional bonuses right now for the next 31 days so that we can close this thing out, and we're going to show you how we're going to do it. Let's roll through it because I've got to go ahead and get off of this call here. Let's roll through it. Obviously, ladies and gentlemen, we're not going to change up our rhythm. What I want you to focus on and the basis and the foundation of this, it takes how many? 2. This, if you want to know, again, what these new diamonds are doing, I can tell you right now, you know, why is Martha growing so fast, and Bill and Esther and all of these new diamonds? It's because they take brand new people who've never been in the business and they show them the power of it takes 2. What they're doing is they're focusing on the fish and the elephants, and it makes them look like the monkeys. It makes them look like, wow, they've been doing network marketing all their life because they've got enough of the fish and the elephant. And if you don't know what I mean by fish and the elephant, ask the upline here or ask your sponsor. The fish and the elephant are the people that are my favorite people in this company. Those are the people who are not born to do network marketing. They're not great speakers. They're not so energetic. They're not powerful presenters. But they've got dreams and they've got goals. Our monkeys are people like me, people who can do this in their sleep, people like Johnny, people like, you know, Edwin Haynes, you know, people like Jose Luis and Cesar Munoz and Peter Hirsch and a host of our other diamonds that we have. And I don't want to start those names. I'll always leave them out. When I leave out names, people say, well, Holton doesn't call my name anymore. Well, give me a bigger list. give me a better memory or something, right? But those are our monkeys, okay? Those are the people who can do this, and they've been doing it for years. And so they focus and they show people the power of getting 2, and then the 2 that they brought in, they show them the power of them getting their 2. And you know what they do? They do something that's miraculous. It's called duplication. I don't know if you've ever heard of that before. Duplication, okay? So enroll in May at Coach or Hire. Get your first 2 in May at Coach or Hire. Get paid 7 levels and our Fast Start Accelerator for June, July, and August. I had a preview, a little peek at some of these Fast Start Accelerator bonuses. Oh my goodness. I'm like, let me check these numbers. I'm like, T-Gray, hey, listen, go check and make sure, listen, ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you, it was designed for Accelerate. It's designed that when you grow, you start to see those bonuses and it becomes crazy, okay? It becomes crazy. Just focus on helping your two get their two and duplicate it, okay? So we'll keep that Fast Start Accelerator. We'll give you 7 levels. Typically, each person qualifies for their first 3 levels. Is it 3? I think 3 or 4. 3 levels, I'm sorry. And, but you've got to sponsor 10 people to get 7. 10. You have to have 10 actives to get 7. You sponsor 2 and maintain your active status. We give you all 7 levels. Why? It's anticipation of your growth. This is for accelerator bonuses, Fast Start Accelerator bonuses. This is not 7-level uni-level bonuses for the residual. This is Fast Start Accelerator bonus, okay? So this is huge right now. It's driving volume way up. Got something that's gonna just make this even better. Go to our next slide. Okay, U+2. You enroll a new ambassador in May at Coach or Hire, help them get their 2, and we're gonna bring back that $100 bonus. We're gonna pay it out on June the 20th. Now, how do you get the $100 bonus? One of those packages must be first class. One of those packages must be first class. So many are utilizing these promotions to grow the business. Don't focus on trying to go get networkers right now, or don't focus on trying to recruit all these experienced people. Focus on getting people to get there too. Keep it simple, okay? None of us, I mean, guys, when you have everybody in your team focused on this, it just continues to happen, okay? So we've got that. Now, Ronell, we're coming. I haven't said, but wait at this moment, but there is more, all right? Let's go to the next slide. Stimulus additional pack, first class. Here's one little change that we have, all right? First class pack, normally $1,000. This month, $799 instead of $1,000. You've got your QV there, you've got your CV there, okay? It's $799, $709. So you got a $200 discount on the second half of this month here. And those are the corresponding levels of the Fast Start Accelerator that's gonna pay out, okay? We've got something for you though. We have something for you. And so I'm letting you know right now, next month is gonna be off the charts with what we're gonna do next month. You do this right, we're setting next month up with a 3-month promotion that we're gonna have. It's gonna be out of sight. It's gonna be insane. It's how we're gonna get to where we're gonna go. But you gotta finish the month right with your team now. We know if you set them up right now, they'll do it big next month. Now, we wanna let you know, just so that there's no ambiguity, there will not be a discount on first class pack after 31 days, okay? So take advantage of this one right now, $799, $799. Take advantage of it while it's here, okay? And make it work for you. And I think we need to go to our next slide. There we go. Welcome back, okay? Welcome back. Ambassadors who have gone inactive for several months are invited to reactivate their position by just paying their most recent monthly subscription, okay? Now, why are we doing the Welcome Back program? We did the Welcome Back program because it's a part of our stimulus package. We know right now that people have been displaced, many have lost jobs, unemployment is at an all-time high, and people now are saying, I really should take advantage of opportunity, okay? Of opportunity. And opportunity is something that we thrive on. And so we know that when you got started, it was early. And some of the reasons that you left at the beginning probably weren't even your fault. Maybe you weren't positioned to be able to withstand some of the turbulence that we had in the beginning. And so we said, you know what, let's do something generous. Let's just welcome you back. You don't have to repurchase your package unless you have resigned and got a refund or whatever it is and we refunded your money, or if you were terminated for whatever it may have been, then we don't allow that. But we want to welcome you back. We want you a part of this family. We wanted you to start the journey with us, but we now want you to finish the journey with us, okay? One thing I'll promise you is that we will always get better. We will always, 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 always get better, okay? So welcome back. Just pay their monthly subscription and you are back in action. Okay, drum roll. Upgrade Amnesty. We're bringing that back as well. We're running it again. All ambassador upgrade clocks have been reset, okay? They've been reset. So you have Upgrade Amnesty, and so you have the opportunity to upgrade during the second half of this month, of what I call second half, okay? Starting from now for the next 30 days. And here's what upgrading looks like from standby to first class, from coach to first class, from business class to first class. And those are all the benefits. So if you want, just take a screenshot of this, or all of this is going to be on iBoom Hub, and you'll have all the details. Only slight changes that you'll notice there within the first class package. Everything else is pretty much the same, except going to the first class package from where you were before. Okay, I think it's about to get good. It's about to get good. Let's go to our next slide. Boom! Introducing rank advancement reward bonuses. This is where we're doubling it up. This is where we're digging deep into the coffers, and some of this is maybe personal money we got to go into and dig out. But the first time ever, we are doing rank advancement rewards bonuses. This is how it starts. You achieve director. You start with first class, one first class on your left, one first class on your left. You are a director. Boom, $250 bonus for achieving director, okay? Senior director, $400 bonus on top of everything else, $400 bonus for achieving senior director. Executive director, $600 bonus for achieving executive director. Boom, Sapphire, $1,000 for achieving Sapphire. For achieving Sapphire. Ruby, go Ruby this month, anywhere in the world, $2,000 for achieving Ruby this month. Emerald, $3,000 for achieving Emerald this month. Diamond, $5,000 for achieving Diamond. Blue Diamond, $10,000. Black Diamond, luxury timepiece. And when I say luxury, I mean luxury, okay? I mean luxury timepiece, Jose Luis. I mean luxury timepiece, Peter Hirsch. I mean luxury timepiece, Cesar Munoz. I mean luxury timepiece, Martha Ermias. And anybody else who dares to skip Blue Diamond and go Black Diamond. Luxury timepiece. Now, some of you probably saying, Johnny's over there probably saying, oh, hold on, bro. I went double Black Diamond. What's up? What is up with this? Well, any diamond who qualified in the month of April, in the first half, and re-qualify your position, we give you the bonus. Okay? Now, you say, well, what if I went diamond 6 months ago and I re-qualify? Go Blue Diamond. Or what if I went diamond 3 months ago? Go Blue Diamond. So any one of these diamonds that we have here, okay, who re-qualify. Now, I know people are breaking diamond. I tell you, Fabrizio, as this guy is over in Italy and he is killing it. I just want to say congratulations to you. I know he almost went Blue Diamond last month. I mean, it was like he went Emerald in the month of February or month of March, and was just blowing and going. And we were having this joke in the office. We were saying, you know, when people in the chats, and they always ask, what time does the month officially end? That's when we know who's running. When they're conscious of the clock and how much time do I have and what do I have? And, you know, I know we have some people are in the hunt. We still have to finalize our numbers. I believe we had another diamond last month. People were in the hunt last night like crazy. We may have another 2 diamonds last night. I need to look up, finalize our numbers, but we got your backs. We're going to take care of you. And so requalify, here's what you get just by requalifying your position from the diamond level and above. So ladies and gentlemen, this has been an absolutely incredible call. But wait, I don't see it in the chat. I don't see it in the chat, but wait, there's more. There's more. But wait, there's more. Let me give you more. I woke up and I was insane this morning. And I was sitting there and I'm just sitting there thinking, what could I do that's just crazy? You know, because we're taking responsibility for economic stimulus for our own family. I'm not waiting on the government. No, we take responsibility. So here's what we're gonna do. It's not on a slide. So you're gonna have to pay close attention because we didn't prepare this. And I'm thinking, how do we do more? How do we do more? Okay, bring the last slide back up, Mark. Bring that last slide back up. And I'm gonna finish with this and get off this call. Why? Because it's time to go to work like right now. Like right now. What if we did this here? What if we did this? Achieve director, senior director, executive director. For the first time, let's do this. You go director, executive director, senior director, and sapphire. You do that. I'm sorry, let's take it down a little bit. Director to executive director. You do that this week. You do that within the first 7 days. And we give you 50% more bonus. That means that director, instead of 250, we give you an extra 125, it becomes 375. Senior director, instead of 400, it becomes 600. Executive director, instead of 600, it becomes a $900 bonus. You get it done you get it done. I'm talking about, you know, first timers. How's that sound? I just want to know if you guys will vote for that, or should we just take it back to where it was? Okay. I just want to know if that's what you want. Does that put you to work right now? Now, I'm going to do something, and we're going to term this here for this month here. I'm going to do something. What about this here? We got to take care of our sapphires and our rubies and our emeralds and diamonds. Okay. Now, Well, let's do this here. Let's see, sapphire, ruby. We'll do the same thing. Go sapphire, ruby by the 15th. We'll give you 50% more. So instead of 1,000, we give you 1,500. Instead of ruby by the 15th, we give you 3,000. And you know what we're going to do? We're going to call this, for this month, the Martha Ermias promotion. Why? She went diamond by the 15th of the month. You go diamond, you go emerald, diamond, blue diamond, or black diamond by the 15th, we double the bonuses. How about that? Johnny Wembry, black diamond by the 15th, you and Crystal. Well, you, Crystal and you, because the watch is going to be for Crystal. I already know Crystal's going to want the watch. But if you want one, hit black diamond by the 15th. Boom. And when I go watch shopping, you know I go watch shopping. Okay? So how about that? Double it up. We're going to call it the Martha Ermias promotion. You go emerald, diamond, blue diamond, black diamond by the 15th. Now you go crown, it's a whole nother level conversation. We can't even tell you what we're going to do here because we have to put this income disclosure up. You go emerald, diamond, blue, black by the 15th. We're doubling the bonus. So ladies and gentlemen, I don't have anything else to say. It is time to go to work. I will see you at the bank. Go out there and take HB's money. Go out there and take HB's money. My screenshot in the back says what it says for a reason. If you just read those letters. Put it back up real quick, Mark. My screenshot, my background. Okay, put my screen up, Mark. Maybe it is up.
You're up.
Okay. If you can read, make that true for you. Make that true for you. Read the words in the back of my screen on my walls. And we're going to go out here and make it happen. Ladies and gentlemen, love each and every one of you. Can't wait to see you on the beaches of the world. Stay safe. Stay excited. Let's go fast. Can't wait to see you. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye. Oh, one other thing. Hold on. No, don't leave yet. I forgot. One other thing. Tomorrow, listen. Oh, the biggest announcement tomorrow. Tomorrow, with these bonuses and promotions that we've got, the biggest thing is going to take place. We're not only going to give you the money and throw it out, we are going to have a special edition flight school tomorrow. We've got no other than our new black diamond, Johnny Wembry, our new blue diamond, Martha Ermias, will be doing flight school tomorrow, teaching you how they used last month's promotions to go out there and shock the world and showing you exactly what to do. Tomorrow, faith on flight school. Stay tuned. Be in the moment tomorrow, guys. Bring your notepads, your pens, whatever. Get everybody that you know on flight school tomorrow. It will be record-breaking. We're going to break the internet tomorrow. And with that, let's go. Gotta go. See you guys. Got people to talk to. Goodbye, everybody.